Hello and welcome to my new jazz theory YouTube channel. Bear with me, there's a lot to cover. If you want to be the best jazz guitarist in the world, you have to play certain jazz things the right way. Because if you don't, you're going to look like a punk, okay? You don't want to look like a punk. You want to play the right way. So, you start off with the bass note. And you play a cool chord like this below it, and then you change to another one like this one. It just has a lot of notes in it. So if you can play those things authentically, you have a good chance of becoming a jazz guitarist. Okay? So what was the first chord? This one has like the bass note in it and a couple other strings. Then this one here has another note added to it, a little higher. Okay, so once we get those two notes down, chords, notes, whatever, okay? It doesn't matter. Jazz, it's jazz. Once you get those chords down, you can improvise over those chords by playing a solo. A solo is when you're playing guitar in an amazing way and people like lose their minds over it because it's like completely awesome, and I'm pacing. I like to wobble. So I'll have to stabilize the image or something. So I can solo over those chords, and I can make the music sound better than any other performance of this particular piece, because I just wrote it. And I think that soloing over these two chords can prove to be a fruitful endeavor, because there's so many tonics involved, and theory triads and other notes that are put together to create an image of complete jazz. Unbelievable amounts of creative freedom you can use when you're playing a solo. So what I'm going to show you right now is how to solo of those two chords. Okay, so. Okay, so now I'm going to solo it right now. You have to play the bass notes, because if you don't do the riding bass note, the rolling bass note, you're going to look like a punk, okay? You gotta play that bass note, you're going to look like a punk if you don't do it. You don't want to be a punk. So, we have the two chords, the theory, we have the soloing, and then we have putting the package together just like this. So, let's play it from the top. We'll play it from the top. So, we have the two chords. Number one chord. Number two chord is that chord. Has another bass note and some other strings note played at the same time. So, play the two chords, you become a jazz expert. A complete jazz expert. Better than anybody else that's played it. Okay, so play this one. And you play this other chord here. Okay? So and then you solo over it. It's that easy. Okay, so you don't want to be a punk, right? So play these chords. Get back to me. Show me your improvisation over those major triads and other notes that compose the jazz image of what's happening here. Okay, so you now are a jazz guitar player once you finish this video, okay? You can write to me, self-addressed stamp envelope 2, Send me some money. God damn. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm a musician. I need money. So, hey, donate money for those 2 chords. So, $2 for the 2 chords, $2 for the solo, and $1 for that extra schmaltzy stuff that I put together for you. So, if you want the complete video, I'll create it for you on demand. Thank you. Well, we'll see you next time. Jazzer, send me that video if you're playing that solo. Okay, thank you. See you then.